Yo, 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 welcome to the 1804 show, chapter 2. I'm your host, Della Will, and this is another episode of 1804 History. So tonight, I got a special episode for you guys, special history segment for you guys, and it was just really tough for me to uh, talk about this because they don't talk about this in the history books or whatever. You know, I pretty much did this already, so I wanted to do like a three parts to this and everything, and just let y'all know how serious this is since Mississippi tripping right now, trying to bring Jim Crow back into the forefront, and we need to know the origin of these things so we can be educated, so we can be prepared, so we can be on point as a people because a lot of us are oblivious to what's going on and we just need to be prepared. We need to stay strapped. We need to look out for each other because things are ridiculous. We have to worry about Jim Crow and all this other shit in 2023. But let me get started. So the last time I pretty much talked about the Green Book, the Negro Borderless Green Book for travelers. And it's just a lot of things that we are able to do today, like DoorDash, Grubhub, and other things, but we couldn't do these things back in the day. And if we was caught after 6 o'clock or after sun after the sunset, when the sun went down, we was more than likely killed. And nowadays, these towns exist even to this day, even in Michigan. To all my Michigan folks, let me read y'all some of these towns. Well, the first town, Allen Park, Alpena, Battle Axe, Birmingham, Brown City, Cadillac, Cairo, Charlotte, Climax, Coopersville, Dearborn Heights, East Grand Rapids, East Lansing, Fenton, Flushing, Fraser, Harbor Beach, Hartford, Holland, Howell, Hudson, Ironwood, Kalamazoo, Lexington, Livonia, Marine City, Marquette, Marshall, Marysville, Mason, Owasso, Portage, Portland, Reese, Richmond, Rockford, Rockwood, Royal Oak, St. Clair, St. Clair Shores, St. Joseph, Sterling Heights. So now we just need to be aware because, like I said, they still exercise these type of things. And back in the day, a lot of lynchings happened, not just in the South, but in the North for being at the wrong place at the wrong time. And we just have to make sure that we are aware of these things. And just know that um, it isn't just the South, it's all over the place. A whole lot of people were killed, victimized, brutalized, harassed because of being black after dark. And many of us take advantage of this generation, the privileges that we are able to carry out and perform without realizing the origins of these things and how we was able to play outside. But when the street lights came on, we had to get inside. That was a warning. If your black ass was outside after dark, you was gonna get killed. And it just, I don't know how to explain this to certain people because people think, shit is a game. Nobody take things seriously these days, but you better take it seriously. You know, just that kid uh, in Mississippi who got found mutilated without his head, and people acting like they don't know what happened, like animals got to him, and we don't know how that happened, but it was a lynching. What they don't tell you that this happened in October. What they don't tell you that it's a video of him running from his life. He was running for his life. And it's just really tough knowing that these things are happening even to this day and age. But we so quick to kill each other. You know what I'm saying? We so quick to hate each other. Like we would carry out a hit with one of our own before we go get the people that do things to us. And I just always feel like we are hypocrisy. We live by this hypocrisy amongst our people because we so quick to attack our own, we so quick to kill each other. But when they do something to one of us, we protesting, we carrying picket signs, we marching. Like, come on now. Where's this energy when shit like this happens? And we always take the check. You feel me? We need to stop taking that damn check. No amount of money can bring a person back. That amount of money can't return a person's life. Once you gone, you gone. It's over. You feel me? It is over. But these towns eradicated violence. And people don't understand is that when they had that great migration, it was about everybody, not just black people, but whites who were lived in the South, move up to the North, and they brought their racist tendencies to these cities and to these states. And they wonder why we can't come up. They wonder why us as black people are at the bottom of the totem pole because y'all made the laws, y'all made the rules. And how can I come up when y'all own the banks, y'all own the credit unions, y'all own the real estate market? How can I buy a house when I'm not qualified? I have to have a particular credit score to purchase a home. But that was a way to keep black people out. They had these gated communities and stuff like that to keep us out, us inner city kids out, and we don't have the knowledge of these type of things because a lot of these things we weren't taught in school. So in order for us to be able to live in a nice neighborhood, we have to become a drug dealer, play basketball, or rap, you know? And it's so unfortunate because those three things are the number one equivalents in the black community. And it shouldn't have to be like that. We shouldn't have to make millions of dollars to be able to live in a safe neighborhood. We get tired of being shot at. We get tired of just ruckus. We get tired of a lot of things. But we just need to understand that before we can do anything, we have to come together. We have to realize that it's much more to this stuff. And luckily in Saginaw, we don't have to worry about those things, but a lot of our parents and grandparents, even when we was growing up in the 90s and early 2000s, passed on that trauma of making sure that you get your ass in this house before the street lights came on. And we didn't know, you know what I'm saying? But they experienced that in the South. So, of course, they're going to pass that on to us because that's what they know. But it's just a lot of fear amongst these things that we have no idea about. And what I found out about this was Nat King Cole, the famous singer, the song Route 66 basically was a song about travelers. If you were traveling in the South, stay on Route 66 and make sure that you were safe. And a lot of travelers would carry like buckets and portable toilets while they were traveling because it was dangerous to get out the car at the wrong place at the wrong time. And the Green Book will have a list of restaurants, motels, and auto repair shops to keep you safe. And even to this day, they still practice this. Like there's still safe spots and all that stuff. And all these people moving down south and moving to Texas, Atlanta, and stuff like that, y'all need to know where y'all moving to. Y'all need to know where you're going. And not just jobs and the money and the demographic. You need to know how many cities, how many sundown towns there is in the city, in the state, before you even take it upon yourself to move. But what do I know? But other than that, it just was very dangerous to travel down these roads and knowing that you could be killed, knowing that you could be harmed and never heard from again. But I'm going to read something for you guys real quick. One black motorist observed in the early 1940s that while black travelers felt free in the mornings, by the early afternoon, a small cloud had appeared. By the late afternoon, it cast a shadow of apprehension on our mornings. Sorry about that. It casts a shadow of apprehension on our hearts and sours us a little. While it asks us, will you stay tonight? It often had to spend hours in the evening trying to find somewhere to stay, sometimes resorting to sleeping in halos or in our own cars if they could not find anywhere. One alternative, if it was available, was to arrange in advance to sleep at the homes of black friends in towns or cities along their route. However, these meant detours and an abandon of the city that for many was a key attraction for motoring. So that would pretty much say that if you couldn't find like no black family, you had to sleep in your cars. You know, you couldn't get out to use the bathroom, you couldn't get out to pump gas, all types of stuff after dark. So usually whenever it was the sunset, that was your calling to get the hell out and run and stuff and hide. Otherwise, you'd have been dead. But yeah, it's just, you know, this generation, man, we don't know nothing. We don't appreciate nothing. And we better know these type of things. Otherwise, like, we can meet our fate as well. And because everything is starting to repeat itself, everything is starting to go back to the way it is if we don't get our shit together, if we don't wake up and realize that they coming for us black indigenous people. It's a war on us. It's been a war on us, and we better realize before it's too late. Because you think that you're safe and you think that you're not the prey, or you think that you the exception, but you're not. You know, nobody cares until it happens to their kid or it happens to their loved one. But that dude, Rashid Carter, you know, he was just working, and he probably had plans later that night or later that week. Come to find out, he's gone, and nobody can bring his life back. So I suggest that people just really need to start peeping game about this type of thing, because these towns still exist, and it's not just like the Klan doing this, but they would get police to pull you over and harass you and try to intimidate you. I have seen several videos where people told stories about what happened when they was in these type of towns, and just complete terror, complete fear, intimidation. So I just advise people to do their research on this, whether you believe me or not, because I know it's going to be a hater in the comment section going off talking about, oh, you don't know what you're talking about and this and that. But yeah, these towns exist even to this day. So just do y'all research, and I'm out. That's the end of this episode. Stay tuned for more. Subscribe, hit like, share the video, because we need to get this information out. Now, if you want to donate to the Cash App, my Cash App is $ the 1804 show, and hit that bell for future notifications. And I'm out. Peace.